we gotta talk. So, Monday would have marked the 10-day wait until Endgame, and I was pretty hyped because I was going to make this video for it, and it was going to be really cool, and I was really excited for it. But a problem happened. 2 days ago, somebody leaked a very large part of the ending of Endgame onto the internet, spoiling it for a lot of people. Now, I've never been one to be big into spoilers because I've always been wanting to save myself for the great experience, avoiding trailers and avoiding different parts of just conferences and just other things, gameplay even, just so that way I can avoid myself for any game, any movie, or any kind of media that I'm trying to enjoy. Well, here's the thing. It kind of prompted me to make this video of why spoilers are bad for 3 camps of people, and I'm going to tell you why each one is bad. Now, The Giver is the creator of the media. For example, when Super Smash Bros. 4 for the Wii U was coming out, here was the problem. What happened is that somebody from the ESRB, you know, the people who rate the games, what they did is they ended up leaking the entire rest of the roster onto the internet and making people believe that it was real. Well, nobody really knew at the time whether it was or not, but when he uploaded gameplay footage of these characters, Nintendo instantly took it down, making it bad for Nintendo because somebody had just ruined their product that they work really hard to try to keep secretive. Nobody wants to be ruined for this type of thing, and the creators especially don't want their property to be messed up and their entire project to be ruined. Now, there is the taker. Now, the taker is the consumer themselves. Now, let's take, for example, Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts 3 came out at the beginning of this year, and I swear, a few days before the entire game came out, there were so many videos of this one guy who just kept on leaking parts of the game, doing an entire gameplay and showing stuff because he'd gotten an early copy, and nobody had bothered to take it down. Not only was that bad by the creator's standpoints at Square Enix, which they should have totally flagged because the game hadn't been released yet, but that was just bad for us because not only were they in the thumbnail, people could go and just spoil themselves without even experiencing the game. I mean, I'm not paying on the game, it's a little low, but at the same time, when we were anticipating this game, it was a large factor that we were trying to save ourselves to play it for ourselves. And that's one part of not getting spoiled because you want to enjoy it on your own. Now, the final camp is the messenger. Now, the messenger are the people themselves that spoil a movie, a game, a book, whatever. Doesn't matter. The messenger of anything, what they do is, obviously, they tell people and they spoil it from themselves. Now, some people obviously think that they don't care whether they spoil something or not because, obviously, they don't know what's going to happen. But the same part, if you were ever going to enjoy that for yourself, you'd want to avoid spoilers. It's the subconscious thing of you want enjoyment, you want that surprise, but ruining it for yourself and then for other people is just the worst part of it because you're always going to be living knowing that fact that you have ruined it for somebody else, somebody who is very adamant about this book or show or something. It doesn't matter. The messenger is the person who gets spoiled even if they don't think that they are having any means of necessity out of it. They're not getting anything out of it, but in all reality, they really are. Now, if anything, the worst person to get affected here is the taker, because not only is it bad just because they have no part of work on whatever it is, it really affects them just because that takes up a lot of their time, especially for something like Avengers Endgame, because I've been waiting for this movie for a very long time. I've known that it's going to happen for quite a few years now, so I've been very excited about it. But sadly, I was stricken by somebody who had spoiled it and put it in a picture online. And so, was I sad about that? Yes, very, because I've been waiting so long, I've avoided a lot of trailers for it, and I just know that that one thing that I thought was going to happen, it it happened. It worries me. Because nowadays, there's nothing kept secret anymore. And that's the problem with a lot of media nowadays. There's so many things that get spoiled out there, and the greatest part about what we get nowadays, about any video game or movie, is the community of people that are out there to enjoy it. No matter if you get along with somebody in the community or fan group or whatever, you're all there for the same thing. You're all there just to enjoy what you're there for. Whether it be Avengers, or Kingdom Hearts, or Super Smash Brothers, or heck, even the next Cooking Mama game, or even that, the Jimmy Neutron game on the PC. It's just, look, it happens. But try your best to not spoil it. Beware of spoilers for those in the taker thing. And for those in the giver category, man, you're trying your best. Thank you so much for what you guys do. And the messengers, stop ruining it for yourselves. All I gotta say is that you guys gotta be aware of what you're doing, or else you're just gonna ruin it. Now, obviously, you could take my words with stride, because a lot of you probably don't care. But at the same time, it just makes it a better experience for everyone if everything is just kept shut and the way that it's intended to be. Because I know for a fact that Masahiro Sakurai didn't want his entire roster to be leaked, because, man, he's probably looking forward to that Bowser Jr. thing. Heck, when they even leaked the thing for all the whole roster, they uploaded the Shulk video the next day with the title of the video being, "Oh, I guess we don't have a choice," because obviously the surprise had gotten ruined. Obviously some of you guys don't like surprises, but that's not my problem. If you can't take anything out of this, just don't spoil. And for those of you who are just trying to take it in, try to avoid it. Get off social media. You could use a little bit of time off it. I know you. Or, you don't. You don't have to. You can just spoil it. Just spoil yourself. You deserve it. That's all I had to say. Thank you so much for this time, and goodbye. I will see you all in the theaters watching Avengers Endgame in 8 days. Happy Avengering.